I'm hungry. I am gonna eat dinner. I'm gonna make some air fried chicken wings and some sweet potato fries. Let's go. So I just brought out, your mise en place or everything in its place. So I'm gonna coat the chicken wings with flour and breadcrumbs and egg. I got my sweet potato and I washed them as well as the chicken wings. And just got my spices. And I feel like it's variable as to what you want, but I got onion powder, ground ginger, Chinese 5-spice, garlic powder, crushed red pepper, ground cumin. That'll be my dry seasoning. And then for the sauce, I got some gochujang, which is Korean chili paste, just fermented, some rice vinegar for some acid, some mirin also for some acid and sweetness, oyster sauce with a little bit of umami, and soy sauce for saltiness, and honey for a little bit more sweetness. Just gonna chop my sweet potato, try to make it into even cuts. I feel like chicken wings are kind of expensive nowadays. I feel like it's cheaper just to buy a whole chicken. The chicken wings I got were like $8, $9. Maybe it's just because of supply and demand and everyone likes chicken wings, but no one really likes cutting up a whole chicken. Once I cut them, I am going to put them in water. You know, like how you make rice and you put water over the rice to remove the starch? I'm gonna do the same thing with the sweet potato. Let's let that rest for 30 minutes or so. Adding some ground garlic. I add a couple of teaspoons, like 2 or 3. Then adding like half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of ground ginger. Adding a half teaspoon of Chinese allspice. A teaspoon of onion powder. Adding crushed red pepper as to my spicy preference. Adding some, like half a teaspoon of cumin. Half a teaspoon to a teaspoon. Mix that baby up. I would recommend a wok or a whisk because this is what happened. Oh no! Darn it, I should have gotten a whisk. Salvaged a little bit. Let's make some sauce. A tablespoon or so of gochujang. Gochujang is such a big part of Korean cuisine. It's in tteokbokki, it's in kimchi jjigae, it's used to marinate meats. And if you haven't tried it, I'd really recommend it. It's got a sweet, spicy tang. Added a tablespoon to 1.5 tablespoons of mirin. Then added 2 to 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. And I'm not giving exact measurements because I think it just depends on your preference. But I did add a tablespoon of honey and around half a tablespoon to a tablespoon of oyster sauce. I'm gonna try my sauce a little bit. I'm gonna add more vinegar. Add a little bit more oyster sauce. Actually, the original oyster sauce is made from oysters. And it was actually an accidental discovery where this person cooked oysters for too long and it made like a sauce. It just needs a bit more vinegar. Now don't mind me, I'm just gonna return all my spices, but I'll be back. Okay, here are my chicken wings. Here's my dry rub. And let's pour some flour. I'm gonna crack 3 eggs for now. Oh no! I got the eggshell. Okay, let's see if I can get nice. Last but not least, here's some panko breadcrumbs that I'm gonna pour into that last plate. Gonna whisk these bad boys. The 3 musketeers. I'm gonna put the dry rub across all 3 levels so that the spice will be there in the flour, through the egg, through the breadcrumbs, Ta-da!
So usually I would want to dry this as much as possible, but it's already being dredged, so I'm not as particular. And you know, my way of drying things, it's really weird, but oh, let me get a plate. My way of drying things, it's really weird, but if I'm pressed for time, don't judge me, but I will use a hair dryer, because you know, hair dryers are meant for drying, and why not your food too? It saves paper towels, and it's quick. Haha, I have made the chicken wings, and there's the sauce. And then in the meanwhile, I am preheating my oven to 400 for the sweet potatoes. I want to do the sweet potatoes in the air fryer, but I only have one, and I'm gonna put the chickens in the air fryer. So I got this drying rack with the sweet potatoes. Sorry for the mess. I'll clean these as it fries the chicken. You see it's a little bit murky with the starch. Okay, I am going to get my hair dryer and show you how magical hair dryer can be for cooking. I know that's not as common and not a lot of people do that, but look how dry it got in such a short amount of time without using a paper towel. I'm gonna put these dried sweet potato and add just a pinch of cornstarch. That's good. Mix it around so it gets nice and coated, because I tried this before, and the cornstarch, if you don't really mix it thoroughly, then it's just gonna accumulate in certain spots, and you'll be able to see the cornstarch on your potatoes, and it doesn't look that appealing, you know. You see here, now it's like you don't know where the cornstarch is, or if in fact I put any at all. That's what you want it to be like. And then I'm gonna put some olive oil. And for salt and pepper, I'm gonna do this after it comes out of the oven. So kind of coat it nice so that there are no parts left behind. Making sure that they're far apart, so I don't want them to steam, because otherwise it's gonna be soggy, which is gross for a fry. I just washed the dishes while waiting for the oven to preheat. I also am preheating my air fryer and I'm gonna use the drumstick setting. I'm gonna put it in the oven for 15 minutes. It's preheated. And I'm gonna make sure not to crowd the chicken wings. So I will make these in batches. Oh, it's halfway there, and let's see how it turned out. I'm curious. Ooh, okay, I gotcha. Woo! Look at that! Oh my god! I just flipped it over. Oh my god! Look at. Oh, let's take it out. Oh my god, that looks good. Pour some of the sauce. Oh my god, look at that. The sweet potatoes are still taking a while, so